feel like at some point we talked about this already, but who the fuck are you? Really? There's things you want to do and things you want to be, things you want to have, but are you those things? What I mean by that is, are you the person that does those things? Stay with me, listen. You want to be a hooper. You want to be somebody that can actually play basketball at a high level, right? Let's just assume you are, right? But are you a hooper? You want to play well, you want to be good at basketball, but are you a hooper? See, a lot of people think that you have to get to a certain point first before you can actually say, hey, this is me. I am that. And that's not actually how the system works. It actually works. It actually works in reverse. You have to be the thing first in order for you to be able to do the things that a person that is that does. Damn, that just got confusing. If you want to be a hooper, you have to be a hooper. That way, everything that you do is labeled, and everything that you do is connected to that identity. So an identity-based transformation is way more powerful than just creating habits. Let's say I'm going to go and work on my jump shot because I feel like that is what a hooper would do, as opposed to I'm going to go work on my jump shot so that way I can become a better hooper. That way I can be a better hooper. It's just a simple mentality shift that will align you closer to what you actually want, as opposed to trying to chase something and you feeling like you're not there yet, instead of you already being there, you seeing what you want to be from the target. Instead of you looking at the target, you are already on the target looking from that perspective, and then seeing the things you did to get there. Just, it's a simple switch between calling yourself something, being that. I'm a runner, I'm a hooper, I'm rich, I'm successful, I'm a reader, I'm a writer, I'm a creative. Whatever it is, be that first. Be that. That way, all the things that you need to do to become that become a part of your identity. You have to have the identity of said thing, instead of trying to do things to become said thing. You become said thing and do the things that are connected with said thing. Man, I hope this is making sense, because it sounds like it makes sense to me. It makes perfect sense to me in my head right now. I just hope I ain't confusing nobody. And if I am, you know what? It's out of my hands, buddy. But you have to be the thing. It's all about identity. What is your identity? What do you identify as? Do you identify as a person who's broke, that's working up to become rich? Well, I feel like your path to success is going to be a lot different than somebody that already has the mentality and the identity of somebody that's rich. They already identify as a person that is rich, regardless of the physical situation they may already be in. Mentally, they're already in this position. So what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen with a person that has that mentality already, that's already set up for that? What do you think happens? They already have the mentality of a rich person. They're going to be rich if they ain't rich already. They identify as a rich person instead of a broke person trying to be rich. You have to be the thing first. Be, do. You think it's do, be. It's not. Flip it. You want to be healthy? Be healthy. Think about, what would a healthy person do? What would a healthy person eat? If you connect your actions with the identity of a person that's healthy, you're gonna be healthy. Instead of you trying to be thinking from a perspective of somebody that's unhealthy, striving to be healthy. I'm trying to be healthy. You reaching out for it from a position of not being it already. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle because you don't share the identity of somebody that's healthy, and you can fit any role within that. You want to be healthy. You want to be a hooper. You want to be rich. You want to be a writer. You want to be a musician. You want to be an entrepreneur. Whatever it is you wish to identify as, you got to become that first. I mean, and really, you don't need to be perfect. All you need is small wins that align you with that identity. Just build your case. Build your case. Build your case to prove to yourself you are who you say you are. I'm a person who's fit. I'm a fit person. If that's the identity you choose to align with, well, all you have to do is build small wins towards proving to yourself that that's who you say you are. But you have to say you are that first. You can't just say, I'll be that when. I'll be that when I get there. I'll be that when I hit this goal. You're delaying your progress. You're slowing your own self down. You have to identify with what it is that you want and become that. Be the thing you say you want to be. Be it. Fully embody that shit. Like, this is who you say you are. This is who you are. So now, if anything ever gets in the way, there's nothing really that would stop somebody that identifies as what they say they are. If I say I am a fit person, well, there's nothing really going to stop me from going to the gym. I'm a fit person. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. As opposed to somebody who is trying to be fit. Someone who is trying to be fit is more likely to be discouraged, as opposed to somebody who is fit. And I'm not just saying somebody who is physically fit. That shit comes after. You get those results after you've become that. You have to become it. Here, man. Here, I just did the hotep. But here, that's where it's at. That's where it starts. And we talked about that shit already. And your ass wasn't listening. We talked about that with the mental movies. Here, it's the same process. Be that. Be that. Design your environment around things that help you move closer towards that. Propel yourself towards where you want to be. Become that. You don't have to wait to see the results first. You can already be. Be the thing you want to be first. Don't wait for results. Don't wait for the world to prove it to you. Be it first. Be it first. The world ain't gonna do shit but just project back to you what you already feel you are. So if you feel like you ain't worthy, you ain't shit, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's what's gonna be projected into your reality. That is what you're gonna experience. That is your perspective. Your perspective is you ain't shit. So every time you look up, you're gonna be looking at circumstances and situations that prove to yourself that you ain't shit. So what do you want to be? What's your identity? What do you identify as? I don't actually care about your pronouns, but I want to know what you identify as up here. Like, who are you? Who are you? Are you an artist? Entrepreneur? businessman, businesswoman. I mean, who are you? I'm somebody trying to make it. If that's who you are, enjoy your life of struggling to make it. Because that's who you are. Decide who you want to be first. Decide who you want to be first, and then take the actions. Taking the actions will not tell you who you are. Trying to take the action first is not gonna help prove to yourself who you are. That shit might work for a little bit, but it's not sustainable. You won't continue down that path as somebody pretending to be something. That's what you're doing. You're pretending instead of just actually being. If you were already that, if you already identified as whatever it is you want to be, you would be there. You would be there already. Stop thinking that you have to do this, and then you're going to be this. It's not how it works. I feel like a lot of times I might confuse you. I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my best. I might confuse you. So in any event where it feels like, I might be able to get a little bit better explanation, I'll give it to you. This was unfortunately this was a pause worthy event, and I didn't catch it in real time. So I apologize, and from the bottom of my heart, truly, bottom of my heart, pause. You know how I go. We might need to hear from somebody else.
Most change efforts fail because they focus on the wrong level of change. They target behaviors when they should target identity. Think about it. When someone identifies as a runner, they don't need willpower to run. It's simply an expression of who they are. Identity-based habits create lasting change, while goal-based ones typically fail. This is why the person who says, "I'm the kind of person who exercises daily," will outperform the person who says, "I need to exercise more," every single time. Let's make this concrete. Instead of saying, "I want to write a book," say, "I am a writer." Notice how different these statements feel. One is about having, the other is about being.
You need to be. You need to be. Stop focusing on having shit. Stop focusing on, I have to have this in order for me to say that I am this. You don't actually need any of that shit. You don't need it. It's just, that shit comes with it. You focus on the damn extras, like the extras that come with the shit. It's not about that. You focusing on the shit that comes with you being instead of you just being. If you be, then you actually get all the extras. You get all the amenities that are a part of being whatever it is you say you want to be. Be it first. You don't have to have these things. You don't have to have a book written or you don't have to have a six-pack. You don't have to have it first in order for you to say, "Hey, I'm in shape." You have to be in shape in order to get that. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't move off of the material. You have to move off the mental. So mentally, if you are what you say you are, then you're going to do the things that a person that says they are this thing, this is what they do. You're going to do the things that prove you are this because you are that. You chose to be it first. Instead of just having the things that this person says they have. You got to be first. There's no other way. There's no other way. I'm sorry. Be it first. Be it. If you're that already, you're going to make this shit 10 times easier. I promise you. Just fucking try it, man. That's all you got to do. You've already tried trying to work your way up to becoming. Why don't you just become? Become the thing you say you want to be. Adopt that identity. I know you're in an identity crisis right now. You don't know who you are and who you want to be. Make the decision. Make a decision of who you want to be. And then be it. Be it.
We all know someone who's been trying to quit smoking for years. But have you noticed how the person who says, "I'm not a smoker anymore," actually succeeds? That awkward moment when you discover most of your choices were actually social scripts. The most powerful identity shift happens when you understand this truth. You're not your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes your thoughts. When this truly lands, you stop being a victim of your mental patterns and start becoming their architect. This brings us to our final chapter, where all these insights converge into a unified approach. Chapter 9, Wisdom in...
Be the shit you say you want to be. Like, why are we even fucking around? Why are we fucking around? Like, be the shit you say you want to be. Stop making this shit difficult. Stop making it harder than it has to be. Stop acting like,
well, I'm not that yet.
man, if you don't get out here with that bullshit, be it. And then see how far that takes you. I don't know what you would have to lose other than the time you've already been wasting trying to grind your way up to becoming something instead of being that shit already and then taking all the design and aligned actions that's identified with a person that is that. Be it. Be it. Be it, man. Fuck. That's all I got for you.